Hello and welcome to more Vintage Cube. Finally, we open a pack. Now, this is a pack. It's actually kind of unfortunate that we have all these good cards in here, but I mean, we're taking Soul Ring, that's obviously the clear pick, but I love Strip Mine, it's such a fun card. Well, for me anyway. Like, I just like the combos that Strip Mine enables. I think Polluted Delta is a very good card too. It's just good to stay open, and then Miscalc, I mean, Renin 6, the obvious combo is with Strip Mine, but now I know there's no hope of me getting both of those. And if Strip Mine comes around, that would be kind of a disservice to... Well, it's just a shame, really, because let's see. I take Soul Ring. The next cards are Miscalc, Polluted Delta. There's no way Strip Mine comes around. So I have to abandon those dreams, but it's okay. Ooh, okay, what do we want here? So Soul Ring goes really well with big mana decks like Warren Power Stone, Simic Signet. You want a decent amount of 4-drops. Although, with Warren Power Stone, you can have like a ton of 7-drops and be okay. So that's one option. It's funny how much worse Warren Power Stone is than Soul Ring. Like, it costs 2 more and enters tapped and does the same thing. I'm leaning towards this and just like keeping myself open for big mana colorless. I know Ashak's a good card. Elder Gargaroth is good. Might Wheel. Burst Lightning is okay. Simic Signet's good. But yeah, let's just take Warren Power Stone and draft Brown. I do enjoy Brown. I don't think I've drafted it so far. So if I can get like Mishra's Workshop, Tolarian Academy, those are the things we're looking for. Well, ask and you shall receive. There is Mishra's Workshop. There's also Shelduck Isle and Stonecoil Serpent. But I think I'm just going to take Mishra's Workshop. I know it's generally something you want to pick up later, but if we get it now, then we can get like Thran Dynamo, Gilded Lotus, and all those things, and just have like a really sick mono brown deck. I would love to wheel Stonecoil. That's one of the best payoffs for a deck like this, but I don't know. I don't think this card's going to come around. And it's more important than Stonecoil because we could get like Walking Ballista or Hangerback Walker that fill a similar role. So, but there's only one card like this in the whole cube. So we take this first. There's our Kozilek. Honestly, if we want to draft big colorless, Kozilek is a pretty good payoff. It's not an artifact, so you can't really like use Workshop to go there, but it's fun. Yeah, you know, one of my favorite things in cube is drafting just like Eldrazi that you just hard cast. It's pretty rare that it happens, but this seems like we're leaning towards a deck that can get there. Like if we get Thran Dynamo, Gilded Lotus, and things like that, hard casting Kozilek is completely within the realm of possibilities. Next, we have Everflowing Chalice. Perfect. That helps everything we're going for. And so far we are literally mono brown with all of our picks, which is a lot of fun. I don't think like a true mono brown stipulation is possible. It's just hard to get enough playables. It would be awesome if it was. I would definitely be down for that, but I don't think we'll be able to make that work. I can take Sword and Body in Mind. You can cast it off of Workshop. I think Faith's Fetters is probably a better card. Just kind of deals with anything, although that kind of puts us into white. Maybe I do just take Sword. It is good with Workshop, and yeah, sure. It mostly is there for the mono brown meme, which I kind of enjoy. Here we can take Winter Orb over Lotus Bloom. I don't really need Lotus Bloom, and Winter Orb again just helps with a critical density of artifacts. We're kind of going all in on hopefully getting like a Tolarian Academy, but if we do, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, big Emrakul. Alright, get in there, Emrakul. So far we are literally mono brown through the first... No! We have to take a card. Imagine if Strip Mine wheeled and we could have continued the mono brown theme. That would have been sick. Okay, so what colors do we want to end up in? White, Baneslayer, and Disenchant are fine, but not great. I think Questing Beast could be some type of a signal. Renin 6 being 2 colors is okay. I'm guessing Questing Beast. I'll take Baneslayer. Usually white is more open than green. No! I guessed wrong. Alright, here, I think I just take Elder Gargaroth. Passing on Eureka, Liliana. Repeal is interesting too, but I think... Well, I do probably want to go into blue because we're playing artifacts, but I'm going to take the Gargaroth. It's a really good card to ramp out, and given those things I saw, green seems open, so I guess we're supposed to be green-black with Liliana Damnation running around. I could take Ameria's Call. It is a good, like, big payoff if I am green-white. I don't know what to take here. I took Damnation. It felt okay. There's a Hex Drinker. Honestly, kind of good with all this colorless mana, although there is also a Temple Garden. I'm just going to take the Temple Garden. This is a weird draft. I think this deck could benefit from Experimental Frenzy, oddly enough. Probably not playing either one. Here's Night of Autumn. Okay, probably doing that. Banefire is interesting. So Basically, blue is very cut. Red, green, like all the other colors seem relatively open. Not really sure what to make of that. We have Elish Norn, a really good top end payoff. Biogenic Ooze, Verdant Catacombs maybe can help with fixing somewhere along the way. Noble Hierarch is fine, actually kind of decent. I could take a Hierarch too if I just want like hard ramp, but I'm really looking for more artifact type things if possible. This draft started out so awesome with literally like the first 10 picks being artifacts and then kind of petered off from there. So I don't think I'm playing black. I mean, green felt very open. Marshflats versus Verdant Catacombs. I think I'm playing green. So I could just take Verdant Catacombs. I could just take Elish Norn. I'll just take Elish Norn. She'll come around. We'll take the Catacombs. Lotus Petal, Mystical Tutor, Trinket Mage. Trinket Mage can find Soul Ring. Misty Rainforest can grab Temple Garden. Yorion is pretty good if we companion him. Although doesn't really like combo with anything we have going on. Hardcasting Iona could be fun, but I think honestly this deck might just want to harmonize. With a lot of mana, a lot of times you end up short of card action. So just having a card that draws cards can really get you out from under that. Here's opposition. We could take Ulamog, Relic, Beaumont Courier, Lotus Cobra. This deck could really benefit from like a sneak attack now. Honestly, this also could have potentially been a Eureka deck because just I might end up with every Eldrazi. I think here I'm going to take a Lotus Cobra though. It kind of seems to fit what we're trying to do. There's a Jite. I like Jite quite a bit. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot. Let's take Jite. Whisperwood Elemental. Freylease. I normally don't like Freylease, but with this current deck, she can make mana, and we can use that mana to cast our Eldrazi, which could be fun. She might wheel, and we could just take a Tireless Tracker, though, which I don't hate. There's Sensei's Top, but I don't really have any combos with it. I guess I have one fetch, and then Whisperwood. So, yeah, I guess I take Tireless Tracker and try and wheel Freylease. There's Crucible, but I know for a fact that Strip Mine is not getting in the cube. There's Sneak Attack, though. Honestly, this is probably a Sneak Attack deck. We have Kozilek, Emrakul, Elder Gargroth. Yeah, we'll take Sneak Attack. Sorry, Mindslaver. There's Big Ulamog. This card's not even that good with Sneak Attack is the funny thing. I'm probably supposed to just take a Thragtusk so I can stay alive. Let me sort this by CMC. This is one of my weirder decks for sure. I could take Thragtusk. I already have Temple Garden, so I don't really need Savannah. Blaststone is okay. I want to take Ulamog for the meme, but I think Thragtusk Sneak Attack is also just good, so I'll just take that and be relatively happy with it. Here's Arid Mesa, which can grab Temple Garden and Sneak Attack mana. Yeah, we'll take Arid Mesa. Sorry, Reclamation Sage. I don't think we're getting there on Mishra's Workshop. My dreams of big Eldrazi like mana have kind of died down. We're more like green, probably not playing Winter Orb, at least in the main deck. But I could be playing Banefire. There's Elish Norn, she did come around. There's also Biogenic Ooze. There's also Breeding Pool, which doesn't really help. I'm gonna take Elish Norn. Let's draft a really weird big deck. I'm okay with that. This could be a good land tax deck. There's also Yorion. Good with Thragtusk. Probably not playing Frenzy. Night of Autumn. And that's about it. I mean, it's just a big flyer on its own, but I think this deck could actually benefit from a land tax. Lyra Dawnbringer. I mean, we do have 2 angels now. I'm not against it. We really need some fixing, though. I mean, we have Lotus Cobra, I guess, which does something, but oh boy, do we need fixing. Here we have a Johnny Vengeant versus Thundermaw. I actually do really enjoy a Johnny Vengeant, so we'll just take him. No, Freylease didn't come around. Who took her? That's fine. We didn't really need her. She's just good. This is not a Goblin Welder deck, but Duretti goes way later than he should. This card's insane. Like, it's a 3-mana Planeswalker. It makes 1/1s every turn, which already has some synergies. Ooh, Burning of Jinye. That, honestly, might be pretty good in this deck. Oh, oh, there's so many cards in this deck, this pack that I want. This is actually genuinely unfortunate. Mox Diamond, Grim Monolith, maybe Birds of Paradise are all fantastic. And then there's just this random Time Walk sitting out here. I don't think I'm taking Time Walk. My mana is already ambitious enough that I think I can be reasonable and not take that. So I think I'm deciding between Mox Diamond and Grim Monolith. I like the interaction between Mox Diamond and land tax, but I think Grim Monolith is like more generically good for my deck. Because I can go like turn 2 Grim Monolith, turn 3 6-drop. But I think I need the mana fixing from Mox Diamond. This is really tough, actually. This pack's so good. If I could just take Mox Grim Monolith, and honestly, I'd probably try and splash Time Walk if I wasn't already playing like every color besides blue-black. Yeah, I'm gonna take Mox Diamond. It feels more reasonable. There's Gilded Lotus. Honestly, if ever there was a Gilded Lotus deck, it would be this one. I would love to wheel Memory Jar or Rishadan Port, but I think we just got a Gilded Lotus here. And now Workshop might be back on the menu. Here's Gruul Signet. Honestly, that fits pretty well. There's Nissa Who Shakes the World 2, Search for Tomorrow, and Plateau. All cards I would love to have. I don't know how many more 5s I can take, so we're just going to take Gruul Signet. We'll hopefully wheel something good from that pack. Fingers crossed. Windswept Heath is pretty good. It can't get red. There's Taiga, Nissa, Arborel. How many playables do I have? I have enough playables, so I think I need to take Fixing here. Because I have Lotus Cobra, Windswept Heath is a bit more tempting, but I think Taiga lets Verdant Catacombs get red, and it is green-red on its own. So we'll take Taiga and then try and wheel something. Dryad is also actually pretty helpful, right? My lands can just tap for anything. I can play extra lands. Also good with land tax. I do like Dryad. Passing Gilded Goose and Blightsteel for fun. Okay, Craterhoof, Behemoth, Lodestone Golem. I guess now we need to decide whether or not this is a Mishra's Workshop deck. I have... Basically, it's good with Wurn Power Stone, Gilded Lotus. No, this is not a Mishra's Workshop deck. Sorry, Workshop. I can play Craterhoof. That is pretty good with Sneak Attack, actually. I like Sneak Craterhoof a lot. That sounds fun. Man, if I had just gotten Strip Mine instead of Sol Ring, I would have had such a sweet deck. It's still not bad, but it would have been fun. We could take Karn or Wall of Roots here. I think Karn is more generically strong in this deck, and we do need a bit more card draw, I think. So we'll take the Karn. Metamorph, Smokestack, Llanowar Elves. Man, we're like so close to having this be good in our deck, but I think it's still a bit too narrow. Like, maybe if we could cast Karn, I'd be down for it. I could also take a Llanowar Elves, just to get a bit more early acceleration. I'm not playing Duretti, but I think Metamorph seems more fun. Yeah, not a whole lot. I do get Birds of Paradise out of that pack, which is actually a good card in my deck. Can I Birthing Pot? I think if I was drafting a bit more carefully, I maybe would be able to Birthing Pod. But we probably need some type of interactive removal. So we'll take Condemn. Nissa came around. Honestly, Nissa's fantastic in this deck. And we got something spicy. I don't know exactly what we're doing here, but it's definitely spicy. We have Arborel versus this Nissa. I kind of like this Nissa more. This could potentially be a Felidar Retreat deck, but I think because Nissa can grab Temple Garden or Taiga, never mind, it's basic. I am mistaken. I thought it just said Search for a Forest. That makes her worse, but I think still decent enough. It's like an early play that's good, and then top end that's good. Yawgmoth, Necromancy, I guess Time Warp, I don't know. Razor Verge, Thicket, Gideon. I'll take the extra fixing, I think. I love Gideon, but I just have so many playables already. Not playing Workshop. I don't think this deck wants to main deck the Winter Orb. Excavator came around. Oh, what a beautiful card. I don't think this is the Excavator deck, though. We have 2 fetches and a Mox Diamond. We'll say maybe. 31 playables. I need to make so many cuts. Probably one of these 5s. I think for the sake of mana, I'm going to cut the Angels, but these are coming in many matchups. Bring in Whisperwood. Sneak Attack Craterhoof Eldrazi is fun. If we want to go like streamlined, we could cut the Eldrazi and cut Sneak Attack and then just like hardcast Craterhoof. Because like I think this deck can very much do that. We have quite a few. I could even get rid of Craterhoof, to be honest. Nissa, Dryad, Lotus Cobra. We'll see. I'm not ruling these cards out, but they're at least out of the deck for now. We'll sideboard in Condemn if they're like attacking me. I don't really have the white mana to cast Land Tax turn 1. But now we have Harmonize, Ajani Vengeant, Burning of Jinye. Is a bit awkward with Whisperwood Elemental, so I guess we do run Baneslayer along that line. Nissa, Gargaroth, Ragtusk. I do have Nissa, so I probably at least want 13 mana Emrakul, maybe instead of Baneslayer, because it's like somewhat kind of easier on the mana. At which point I could just cut white altogether. But it's such an easy white splash, right? Yeah, I think I can at least splash white. I could sideboard Burning because it's pretty hard for my deck to cast currently, and it's only good in some matchups. That's definitely like a possibility. I could also do the same with Elish Norn and just run like basically mono green, like Whisperwood, Craterhoof, Hardcast business. That seems kind of fun. Like a really weird artifact green deck. At which point, I know I was all about Mox Diamond before, but at which point I guess I could cut Mox Diamond because my mana, like I'm basically mono green at this point now. With Gilded Lotus, Nissa Who Shakes the World, Soul Ring, and Worn Power Stone, I really want to put Kozilek in the deck. And I really want Elish Norn in the deck. I think I'm just going to put Elish Norn in here. And we can get rid of maybe Metamorph for now. It's so good with Craterhoof. Let's see. Metamorph is good with Craterhoof Behemoth, Whisperwood Elemental, Thragtusk, Elder Gargaroth, like Worn Power Stone, Gilded Lotus. It's pretty good in this deck. I could just run... Honestly, you know what? 17 land seems okay. Or 16 land, because I have quite a bit of fixing. Don't want blue. I want a mountain. Right now I just have Taiga, Birds of Paradise, Lotus Cobra, Gilded Lotus to add red. I think I'm okay with that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 white sources. That's an insane amount. Do I actually want big Emrakul? I think I can cast Emrakul pretty reasonably. This deck is super weird. I honestly don't know how to build it. I could definitely see Sneak Attack being useful, but it's kind of narrow. I could see the Angels being main deckable for sure. I could also see Burning of Jinye being main deckable, but I think I'm going to run it like this. It's kind of just generically green, and we're going to have to mulligan for Soul Ring, Worn Power Stone, or some early acceleration, which I'm okay with. You guys, round 1. All right, we're playing against If He Dies, He Dies. We are on the draw. His hand is good but slow. I'm going to keep it as a speculation. This is kind of like the litmus test of our opponent's deck. Oh no. We might just die here. Yeah, well, at least Dryad blocks the Danto Vanguard. There's the Elish Norn we were asking for. Basically, like, if Dryad into Elder Gargaroth on the draw can do a thing, I think we'll be in okay shape. I think I want to fetch... Well, actually don't mind drawing lands, but I'm going to get Temple Garden tapped, I think. Please don't have a 3-drop. No! This is the scariness of mono white. I should have not kept this hand. Vryn Wingmare, right? That doesn't affect me too much. I am losing life by fetching here, but this prevents me from drawing Temple Garden and having to shock myself. Oh, perfect. Emrakul. I think, so let's see. I take 5, I fall to 11. They have 2 cards in hand. There's a chance I can do this. I need to draw lands, though, because I need land number 5. I also need them to... Whoa. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. Now we're in trouble. So we go Taiga, Dryad. How much damage is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Jeez. Well, I think I might die when it reveals a land. And I know they have 2 spells in hand because they didn't play land last turn. So we're probably just dead to Dryad getting eaten. Yikes. This is an insane start from the opponent. Yeah, that dies. There's no way I can come back from this because Elder Gargaroth doesn't have a lifelink. It's a trigger. I did draw the land, but I fetch and go to 2, and then I just died of Vryn Wingmare. So good start, opponent. Greedy keep, Caleb. All right, but we have sideboards. Baneslayer, Lyra, Dawnbringer, Burning of Jinye are going in. We're getting rid of Craterhoof. I think I'm getting rid of Banefire and Emrakul. I like Condemn here. What don't I like? Metamorph is a bit weak. I want only proactive plays. Oh, I thought I got rid of Craterhoof. Basically, I just want to like be lower to the ground and more interactive with my opponent. I'm on the play. Because I added Burning of Jinye, I probably want a mountain in my deck. Let's add a mountain here. I don't really want Mox Diamond because they have Thalia and things. Damnation would be good if I could put it in my deck, but there's no way. I did just add 2 double white cards, but I think I have enough white fixing. How much green do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think maybe I can cut a forest for a plains here. And I probably want 17 lands with this many 5-drops. What do I cut? Honestly, don't know. I like Dryad because it blocks well. I guess I could get rid of Harmonize. Honestly, Harmonize seems a bit weak in this matchup. We'll just add a forest and submit. Like, I don't really want to spend mana drawing cards when I can spend mana playing a 5-drop creature. So let's just do that. Alright, going first. Soul Ring? No Soul Ring. But I think I keep this hand. We have Knight of Autumn, which gains us life. We're on the play this time, which is also quite useful. My opponent kept 7, though. If they just go Mox Diamond, Dark Confidant, I do basically lose. Okay, Student of Warfare is beatable. Tyga was a good draw, too. So let's go Forest, pass. They can level this up to a 3/3 first strike. So Knight of Autumn can't block it, even if I put counters on it. So it's probably just going to gain some life. Please don't be Dark Confidant. Okay, if it's just double level, that's totally fine with me. Ooh, I like we're in Power Stone more. It's weaker to Skyclave Apparition, but I think we got to go big here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're like pretty close to Elish Norn mana. Just don't Skyclave Apparition my Wyrn Power Stone. We'll be okay. Okay, Brimaz is unfortunate but fine. Rule Signet. So we can do a lot of things here. We can go Taiga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gilded Lotus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can play Gilded Lotus Knight of Autumn, but I think I'm better off going Gruul Signet into Baneslayer Angel. Because then next turn I can just Elish Norn. Okay, let's do that. Gruul Signet, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, yeah. Into Baneslayer. Go. So if they don't have a way to kill this, this does brick wall them. And then we're going to play Elish Norn and then attack for 7 lifelink. They're attacking there, so maybe they have burn? I'm going to take it. This tells me they have like Lightning Bolt or something, or they're just the best at bluffing ever. But if they were bluffing, I feel like they also attack with Brimaz. Like, if they have a way to kill Baneslayer, they just kill her and swing out. So they don't have a way to kill Baneslayer. No! They have Vortex in that deck? Yikes. Okay. Interesting. So, what do? I can Knight of Autumn kill Sulfuric Vortex, but then they have like all this stuff. I think my best bet is just playing Elish Norn and then hitting them for 7. How much damage do I take? Let's say they kill Elish Norn. So I play Elish Norn, they kill her. I take 1, 2, 3, 4. I lose if they kill Elish Norn, but they didn't have a way to kill Baneslayer Angel before. So I can't imagine them having a way to kill Elish Norn. This is tough. Because Knight of Autumn, kill Sulfuric Vortex, attack and gain 5, and then I just take a whole bunch on the backswing seems bad too. I'm not sure what to do. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can Gilded Lotus down to 6 mana, not enough to Elish Norn. Play her. I think what I'm going to do is Elish Norn and then sit back. Am I even winning in that position? Attack for 7. Basically, do I win if they can kill my Elish Norn if I'm sitting back? So I sit back, they kill my Elish Norn, they swing out. I can block Student, but they probably have a burn spell. I think I'm better off attacking here. It's really, really close. And those wondering why I'm thinking about it, I cannot gain life because of Sulfuric Vortex. And they die if they can't deal with my board this turn. So this just gives them one less turn to draw an answer to Elish Norn, basically. Which I think is correct. It's generally correct to be like more aggressive, especially when you've seen that your opponent couldn't kill a Baneslayer and this has more toughness. Okay, it did work. Alright, game 3. Their deck is kind of oddly aggressive, but their fixing is actually quite good. So that's a bit unfortunate. I kind of want... Banefire does give me like early interaction. I mean, Burning of Jianye does kind of just destroy them. But Condemn's also very good. I think I just run it back. Oh man, I'm on the draw. I have Dryad plus Knight of Autumn into a Johnny Elder Gargaroth, but I have no acceleration, so again my first play is on turn 3. This is a tough situation, because I converted Catacombs for Temple Garden. I know a Johnny will be good, but this hand kind of... Well, it doesn't... I think I keep this hand. It's super risky again, but the problem with playing a deck with this many 5-drops is you can't really afford to mulligan too much, because like basically if I mulligan this hand, and it's the exact same hand minus a Johnny, I keep it. But then it's just that much worse. I don't know how aggressively I can mulligan for Sol Ring. Alright, opponent mulligans to 6. Turn 1 Goblin Guide is really good, but hopefully they give us a land here. Or they reveal Sol Ring. Both are acceptable. You know what I needed? A 6-drop. That's what I needed. At least this time I can shuffle. Turn 1 Goblin Guide's so scary though. I can shuffle depending on what they reveal. Okay, reveal Forest. So I think I'm going to wait to shuffle here. and hope they don't have a turn 2 play. Their mana's so... Honestly, it's probably good. I think generally when you're drafting like aggressive decks like this, you can pick up all the fixing for Mardu and not have too much of an issue. Yeah, Danto Vanguard is the one I was scared of. So yeah, I think we don't fetch. Gilded Lotus is something. I have to discard a hand size? Yikes. Given that they revealed a Danto Vanguard, I don't think Burning of Jinya is going to get there. Dash Zergo. I'm actually okay with that. I mean, I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reveal a land. So we fetch. Taking a lot. Temple Garden tapped. And they don't have a land drop. Where were you? That would have been really good. So we have a few options. I think I like going with Dryad of the Elysian Grove because it... Actually, do I like doing that? Knight of Autumn's also quite good here. I can play Knight and gain some life before they could potentially play Sulfuric Vortex. The downside of that is, if they have Sulfuric Vortex in hand, I kind of want Knight to kill the Vortex. Dryad of the Elysian Grove does brickwall them if they have nothing, but they have 3 spells and Zergo in hand. I think if I can survive the next turn, I will win the game, probably. The thing about Dryad is it just starts accelerating me, right? I play Dryad, I play 2 lands this turn, next turn I have 5 mana, and if I draw another land I can go like Gilded Lotus, Knight of Autumn, which will then set me up for the future. If I play Knight of Autumn, it gains life and blocks, and then I had Johnny. Actually, that seems pretty good. I think that's safe enough to be good here. White, green, this, gain 4 life. Kind of loses to Sulfuric Vortex, but I think that's acceptable. Because if their play next turn is just 4 mana Vortex, I could maybe get out of it. I don't like land. No! Okay, well, this might work out still because I can Ajani the Skyclave. Ooh, they reveal Elesh Norn, okay. I can Ajani the Skyclave, get a 3/3 and go gain us a life. Super close game. Play Ajani. Kill this. I have upgraded my creature. Now, if they don't attack Ajani, I can start tapping down their stuff, and I'm at 10 life, which is pretty high. And then Elesh Norn, when she resolves, will mop up the game. Because next turn we're going to go like Gilded Lotus Dryad, probably. It's so close. I'm trying to think what's like the worst thing. Like Dash Zergo Fatal Push would be pretty brutal. Okay, that's look 1, 2... Oh, or they're just swinging out. That's... They attack Ajani, me, and me. And they gave me a land. So I block here. Ajani dies and then I take 2. And then they have to respend mana on Zergo. That seems fine to me. Followed up with Student. They have 1 card in hand. I think I'm okay. Ooh, that's a good one too. What would I prefer? I think the safer play is Gilded Lotus into Dryad. Because that just means Elesh Norn comes down and that plays around Sulfuric Vortex a little bit better. The second land. And I'm not going to attack, I'm at 8. So they need to level this up to make it a 3/3. Otherwise it dies to Elesh Norn, but they're in a bit of trouble unless they have a way to kill all lands. Fair enough. I think that's their only shot, but it's still a pretty bad spot. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. Let's play Soul Ring. So I have 4 mana, Rule Signet. I can probably attack with the Illusion here. Because they have Zergo in hand, and then like 1 unknown. They level it up to 3/3. I guess they can swing with both now. Block here. I take 3, they take 4. Cool. Word Power Stone's pretty good. Green, green, green. Yeah, let's play the Gargaroth. And I'm just going to pass turn because Gargaroth has Vigilance. Yeah, we did it! Successfully stabilized. See you guys next round. Why do all of my hands look like this? I mean, I think I'm going to keep, but it's not amazing. Oh, it's really bad against Ancestral Vision. This hand's so slow. I mean, I'm okay drawing a land there, because that means Dryad has a chance of being good. Basically, you want to play Dryad on turn 3, and then play land, and then hopefully like accelerate into something. Spend Riftwing! What? Imagine if I had Baby Teferi on turn 3. How backbreaking that would be. These both go down to 2. Okay. As long as they don't counter my Dryad here. They look to be more red than blue, but I mean, they could easily just have like Mana Leak or something. I'm guessing I'm playing against Twin. Rebel Man, I'm actually not too concerned about. But I am concerned about their Ancestral Recall that's about to come down. Okay, let's play just Forest, Dryad, into Plains. Go ahead. So now that goes to 1. I can get down a Thragtusk before they Riftwing, and then Riftwing's not very good against Thragtusk. Okay, they are playing Twin. That's kind of what I expected. So I take quite a bit of damage here. I also could just die to Splinter Twin off the top, which is kind of unfortunate. But they only have... I keep thinking they only have 2 cards in hand, but they're about to get just this huge army next turn. Lotus Cobra doesn't work. Well, yeah, it doesn't give me enough mana, so we just Thragtusk. If I had drawn another land, that would have been really good, but... Gain some life. No attacks, because we need defense. Potentially just die to Twin. We'll see what happens. I think they resolved this in the wrong order, though, because they wanted to draw cards. That way they know what to Riftwing. It might not matter if they just have the kill here, but... Another matchup where Burning of Jianye seems pretty good. Narset is fine. They whiff, okay. We get to block, take 3. Honestly, not too bad. I don't hate my current position, so we can go... How much mana do I have? Can I Crater Hoof? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total mana? I guess I need to play Lotus Cobra first, so let's go Lotus Cobra. Yeah, I like Lotus Cobra here. And then we go land... what do I like more, Karn or Harmonize? I guess Karn, because they have Narset. Harmonize is very bad here. Let's add green. Play Karn. I guess I want to play this and use that mana to play Karn. That way I can hold up mana with Karn. Karn will... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So any land off the top, I can actually cast a Craterhoof Behemoth. But if I downtick Karn, then they can just kill him. So I guess I uptick. Ooh, Elesh Norn seems very good. That's sort of the ideal draw. Given that, I guess I attack Narset here. They have to trade off something. But if I take Narset with both, then I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 next turn. I don't love that. So we'll just attack Narset with Thragtusk. I should have attacked first, but I kind of wanted to know what I was drawing. They block with the Ravelman. Okay. I mean, I'm dead to Splinter Twin. I have 1 turn to get there. They didn't have it last turn. Force of Negation does nothing. Yes! Unless they have Kiki Jiki. Oh, they just drew it for turn? That's boring. Alright. That's boring? You can just draw it for turn. Or maybe they were waiting to see what they had. Okay. So, for sideboard options... Honestly, maybe the main deck is just good. Jite helps with answers. Sword of Body and Mind... I guess they have some blue creatures. Might want some flyers though. If they're like red aggro, those could be good. Like Emrakul the Promised End is probably worse than these most of the time. Metamorph is also kind of weak. I do want Banefired. Sometimes you just want to kill something. But let's cut a forest for a plains with this configuration. And hope for a Soul Ring in my opener. I think if I dried like every time... or no land. Alright, that's an easy mulligan. Oh boy. I think I am going to keep this, because if I draw another land, I'm going to bottom Craterhoof. I can go like Banefire into Whisperwood Elemental, and that'll be good. I at least have a turn 2 play. This is the first time I think I've ever had a turn 2 play with this deck. Bottom Craterhoof. Opponent molds a 5. I like that. Play this tapped. Go ahead. Please don't bolt my Cobra. We draw our land. That's good. Let's go this Cobra. We want to play mostly forests. They don't have a bolt on their turn at least. User Verge Thicket, sure. Said red and then attack. I'm not gonna Banefire there. We'll see what they have. This could be like Rebelman maybe? Nothing. What did they mulligan for? Holy cow. Ooh, I think I like getting down Whisperwood Elemental more because it's kind of like a value over time type thing. Attack for 2. I don't have any flash red cards here. Top card was a land. Good to not draw that. So next turn we can Lyra, we can Banefire something. I am very curious what they kept. Play our land, add white. Play her. Attack with everything. This is one of the worst games of Magic I've ever played. We keep hitting lands, which is good. I think opponent's just going to die without playing a spell. Oh, there's the blue. I mean, let me think about what they could possibly have. They could go Pestermite, Time Walk, untap Splinter Twin. That would be kind of disgusting. Pester might obviously untapping their island here. Zealous Conscripts. Okay, what do they take? Lyra Dawnbringer? Okay. Sure. Gain some life. I think I could just kill them with Banefire this turn though. So I swing out, they block here, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus. Wait, yeah, they block here, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. And I could just Banefire their face for the rest. Yeah, that seems good. Add red. Spell can't be countered. Okay. Game 3. This deck is at least the games are like interesting and interactive, regardless of you know, how things are going. I am tempted to bring in land tax on the draw with this deck. In fact, I think I'm just gonna try the land tax Mox Diamond combo. And what am I cutting for that? Maybe Nissa. And Banefire was pretty good there. I could cut Harmonize. Like my deck's again just so full of 4-drops. They have Narset. I think I'm gonna do that. We'll find out together how good land tax is here. It's at least the benefit of land tax, I guess. I should just be bringing it in because I can mulligan pretty aggressively with land tax. Because you can bowl to like 4, just keep like land tax planes, and then you'll have lands for the rest of the game. Well, it's no land tax Sol Ring, but this at least has an accelerant into Elish Norn, as long as I can draw lands. Opponent mulligan to 6. Okay. Not as bad as mull to 5, do nothing for 5 turns. But I think I'm kind of scared of their deck, because they have Zealous Conscripts, Pestermite, Splinter Twin. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sol Ring turn 1. Integral Signet. These are the starts. There's going to be a turn 2 Whisperwood Elemental. Yes, please. Oh, man. Yeah. Let's go. Definitely Whisperwood. And then next turn I can play and equip Jite that protects me from Pestermite nonsense. Unless they have the actual perfect hand of Solemn. Yeah. Okay, I was going to say, if they Pestermite my attacking creature, that could be an issue, but that is not what happened. They got red. Banefire also good. We're going to play it on days here. Play Jite. Equip Jite to the Whisperwood. I kind of want to just attack with Whisperwood, but I think, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to get a lot of 2/2s. I think this is fine. So now they have to bounce Jite before they go off with like their combo. This is turn 3, mind you. It is actually still possible, I think, for them to do that, though. I can Banefire for 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 if I draw land. They play Mole Drifter. Okay. I wish I had Mana Tithe there. Overflowing Chalice. Can I kill them? I don't think so. That's 6 plus 4 off of Banefire. Doesn't do it. They get to Riftwing Cloudskate, so they could just bounce my Chalice if they want. But we definitely swing with both. We'll start there. Oh, what if I Banefired 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I could put them to 2 if I Banefired the Mole Drifter. If they don't block, I can actually kill them, I think. But of course they're going to block. And I'm going to put a -1/-1 counter on the Mole Drifter. Keep my creature alive. I also think I should have pumped. Because they could bounce the Jite. But I think I want to basically discourage them from bouncing Jite by casting Chalice Kicked twice into Dryad of the Elysian Grove. We get Karn. So they pretty much have to like kill me this turn. And they can maybe do that by bouncing Jite, playing Pestermite, untapping a mountain, and then somehow hitting Kiki Jiki. The problem with that is Summoning Sickness. Okay, so they bounce the Jite, so we're just going to kill Cloudskate. And then gain life. The reason I was considering pumping the Whisperwood, but the reason to not do that is that's pretty bad in the face of Zealous Conscripts. Although I guess I would just sacrifice it anyway. Seasoned Pyromancer, that means they're a bit desperate. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can just cast Elish Norn next turn. And they discard Kiki. That's good. That's really good. Pure Recruiter. So we can beat anything besides Daze, I think. This is actually tough. So, well, actually, I think I can just Banefire their face. Let me look up Force of Negation. Because if this is uncounterable regardless, I think I just have lethal. But Force of Negation might specifically say just exile target spell rather than counter. And then this would get beaten by Force. I'll look that up while my opponent's searching. Nope, Force of Negation says counter target non-creature spell. If it is countered, then exile it. So I think we just Banefire their face and win, especially with that. It's not as fun as Elesh Norn, but I don't think there's anything they can do to stop the Banefire. What a good deck, what a good card. Banefire for 7. Good game. See you guys in the finals with this glorious, glorious deck. Alright, we're here in the finals playing against Saprini. This hand's great. We finally have the turn 1 accelerant that we always dreamed of. Although, last game I can't complain, I drew Soul Ring, but we're oh, hey! Quit it. Don't be Berfellos. Just be Sakura Tribe, Sylvan Chariot. Good, good, good. Well, my opponent's way ahead of me. They have 4 mana on turn 1. I do a Phyrexian Metamorph. And if I really need to, I can Banefire something for 2 next turn. We'll see though. Hopefully I just get to Metamorph like a Flame Tongue Kavu and kill their Flame Tongue Kavu. Okay, given that they're playing turn... Ooh, it came in tapped. That's also good news. They have the Goose. They have a lot of extra mana next turn. So we're going to play Everflowing Chalice kicked once. Oh, I can't do that and kill the Goose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana next turn. I think I'm going to use my instincts and bolt the bird rather than playing Chalice kicked once. I think this deck would benefit a lot from Chalice kicked twice down the road, and like Chalice kicked once doesn't really accelerate me into anything more exciting next turn. And I think they should sacrifice a food end of turn unless they have like Eternal Witness or something. Okay, they do sacrifice that. Release. Well, good thing I didn't play Everflowing Chalice. That would have been a little bit brutal. We can go... We have a couple options. We can play a Johnny, because Freelise can just kill stuff, and then start upticking a Johnny. They can attack it with the Elf, but I think probably a Johnny's my best bet, honestly. Do this, play Johnny, at red. Tap down their Mox. We'll go with basic land. And then next turn, it's definitely possible that I need to downtick a Johnny on Freelise. She just grows so quickly. But we'll see. We are at least like limiting their mana. And then all we need to do is draw Elesh Norn. It's easy. The downside of Metamorph here is that obviously Freelise can kill it, but if they do play like a Craterhoof or Solemn Simulacrum, I at least get to copy it. Garrick's an issue. Because now they can uptick Garrick, uptick Freelise, and then just like downtick Garrick ultimate Freelise next turn and draw a bunch of cards. Yep, they're going with that play. If they have another spell to cast this turn, that's even worse for me, but I don't think they do. I think they're just going for the safe Planeswalker ultimates, which makes total sense. Why does this have 2 abilities to add green? why does it have both? I have no idea. Alright, Johnny takes a hit. They could also even just ultimate Garrick if they want to. This is actually a really bad position. I mean, I can uptick a Johnny on Elf Druid. And then play Chalice kicked twice into Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Which, all of these things can die to Freelise. Freelise is so good against this draw. If they get greedy though and just like ultimate Freelise, like downtick Garrick, ultimate Freelise, then I could be in pretty good shape. Because I could draw, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could draw like Elesh Norn or something like that. Come on, opponent. It's so cool to ultimate Planeswalkers. Just downtick Garrick and ultimate Freelise. Never thought I would ever be calling for that situation to happen, but like, at least if they do that, I can kill Garrick and then, or kill Freelise actually, and then deal with Garrick at a later time. Them spending 5 mana is not what I had in mind though. Oh no, why do they need 9 mana? It's just Tooth and Nail Entwined. They're tapping so slowly. What are they? Okay, Terrastodon. Well, honestly, because I have Phyrexian Metamorph, there is a chance that this ends up okay for me. Actually, that might end up really good for me. Depending on what they kill. If I have 3 mana left, I think the obvious plays are like, kill my lands and then Freelise kill my Chalice. But they could also be going for the super greedy play of kill their own lands to set up for a Garrick ultimate next turn. Oh, interesting. That seems pretty good for me, actually. Any order. Now I get to Terrastodon Freelise Garrick, unless they ultimate Freelise here. If they get greedy and wait to ultimate, oh, that'd be so good. Even just downtick and kill my Dryad. Yes! Okay, I mean, it's not great, but I can think of worse situations for myself. Ooh, and a Swag Tusk. So let's Metamorph. I could even pay the blue here to not pay life. their Thragtusk. Destroy Fraley's Garrick. I think that's all I want to kill. They have one card in hand. Because I can kill their Mox. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, they already have a good bit of mana. So yeah, let's just kill their 2 Planeswalkers. That ended up so good. If they had just ultimated Fraley's and drawn 4, I don't think there's a world where I win this, but this is good. So we've stalemated. I'm way behind on mana, but I get to Knight of Autumn their Mox Emerald, and then, like, nobody can attack, really. And I have 5 permanent types in my graveyard. Sorcery, Land, Planeswalker, Enchantment, Creature, Artifact. Oh, I have 6. So Emrakul costs 7 mana right now. I think he's in my deck. Maybe he's not. Or she. I don't know. All these games with this deck have been so interesting, though. Like, when do you ever get to Phyrexian Metamorph your opponent's Terrastodon killing their 2 Planeswalkers? That's so sick. Green Suns for 3. Ah, okay. That's pretty good. So now I'm forced to triple block their Terrastodon. That was a good play by the opponent. They can't... Yeah, I think I have to triple block here because I can wait to Thragtusk, but then I'm trading Thragtusk and an Elephant for a Terrastodon anyway. I'm cool taking this damage. Or I could just trade. Wait, what happens if I just trade? Then they have Terrastodon, which is kind of an issue because it does 9. But they're just going to keep attacking like this. I think I am going to take 3 or 6 here. Harmonize, that was a good draw. Ooh, okay. So the plan is to build up to Elesh Norn. Next turn I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can Wurn Power Stone. I think I need to draw a land so that I can Power Stone plus Knight of Autumn to gain some life, because the elephants will kill me. Maybe I block 1 elephant here. What happens if I block 1 elephant? I take 3 and I go to 9. And then next turn they swing with Terrastodon Elephant. I think I'm okay then. The real downside is if they swing with Terrastodon this turn. Or swing out. Swing out would be the worst case, because then I take 9 and go to 3. I trade with Terrastodon, but then they have way too much for me to deal with. So let's just hope they're conservative again. No. Oh, I can work with that though. That actually works out. Block, block, block. Now I can play Thragtusk and stabilize. I don't get to Wurn Power Stone, but we're also assuming they have nothing. I can't really beat many spells. Oh, that's... yeah, I can't beat that. Weird they didn't swing out. I'd be at 3 life, but I'm still super dead, I think. I do draw a land, so what happens? I play Knight of Autumn, I gain 4. I go up to 10. I have 1 blocker, which can block here. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, we just gotta hope they somehow miss it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what I think the actual play was? No, that doesn't actually work. Never mind. I was thinking if I like chump block with birds, but I think I still die to that. I don't think I'm winning this game. We need our opponent to make a huge, like, they just need to accidentally not attack. And even then we're still in bad shape. Okay, we're dead. The ooze got us. So game 2, we have a lot of things. These come in. I don't really like Emrakul against green. Craterhoof is fine. Burning seems very good. Although, I would say maybe good. Things I can cut. Thragtusk is somewhat medium against mono green. It's fine sometimes and bad other times, basically. Maybe I cut Dryad because it's... The toughness doesn't really matter and it dies to stuff. And that seems okay. Maybe... I mean, Burning was a good way to win from that position. So I guess I do keep it in. We cut a forest for a plains. Burning hits me just as hard as it hits them. I think I might just want to win with my flyers in Elesh Norn. That kind of makes more sense. At which point Craterhoof does become a good like top end play. Although honestly just the flyers are good enough. We're going to cut Craterhoof. I don't want to have an 8-drop just rotting in my hand. We'll run it like that. Alright, going first. Give me the good hand. Ooh. This is turn 2 Nissa, turn 3 Jite Equip. So I'll take that. My opponent's been playing incredibly slow, so like if we win this game, time could be also a win con. Not like, I don't recommend playing for time. I think it's kind of scummy to like intentionally time your opponent out. What I mean by time could be a win con is like, if we get to game 3 and they have 4 minutes left, there's just like, they can't win realistically. And then you can kind of just make sure you don't die. It also, like, if opponent's low on time, they might start making misplays too as an option, but you got to deal with one game at a time. The one thing I want to make sure I don't recommend is like, you know, putting stops in creating triggers to time your opponent out. I think that's scummy, but I don't think there's anything wrong with just like playing a longer game plan against an opponent who's playing slow. And they mulligan to 6. That's also good. Let's go. I'll save Taiga. I was gonna say playing around Wasteland. I think maybe I should play Taiga because if my opponent Wastelands, that's good. Ooh, this is gonna be. We need them to not play anything else because currently I can kill their Tree Speaker with Jite if they just like level it up and then cast something like a Gilded Goose or something. As long as it's not like a creature with 2 power or toughness, or they just don't do anything. Refellos. Okay, well, I guess they can block with Refellos. That's an option. And for those wondering, I cannot equip Jite to birds for many different reasons. I think them blocking with Refellos would be ideal. Okay, they don't block, so we get to kill Refellos, but they do get to keep a Tree Speaker. A little bit unfortunate, but kill you. Because they tap for the same amount currently, Refellos might tap for more very soon. And that's the power of Umezawa's Jite. And now Nissa can attack as a 4-power creature too. So they play a land. They have 5 total mana. Fraley's killing Jite would be the worst case, but even then I just have Baneslayer Angel as a follow-up. I guess maybe like Biogenic Ooze would be the worst case. That would be pretty bad. But they're taking a long time, so I don't think they have any obviously good plays. Oh no. They have Channel? Come on. If I get Channel Emrakul, that would be so sad, especially because my opponent paused for like, I don't know, 3 minutes before casting Channel. I'm guessing this is Woodfall Primus? Kozilek. Okay. Honestly, still very bad though. They're down to 8. I think I have a plan to win. No, and Nature's Claim? Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I don't know if I can win. I could just gain some life. That's really bad now. Because my plan was to attack with Nissa to get counters on... What is this opening hand they have? Ugh. I really dislike Channel. At least it's not Channel Emrakul. I don't really have any removal, so I think I still lose. I sacrifice 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. The thing is that Gilded Goose is also pretty problematic. Because I can play Baneslayer Angel, which I think I have to do, but now they can just chump block. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning. It's a little bit tilting that it took my opponent like 4 minutes to decide that channeling in on Eldrazi plus killing all of my stuff was a good idea, but you know, they could just have laggy internet or something. It just gave me a sense of hope because like when opponent thinks for a long time, they have like a complex line, and I was hoping for game 3. But right now we're going to sacrifice Nissa, 3 lands, go down to 2 permanents. If I can get... I don't know what I can draw. I could draw like a Soul Ring maybe. But yeah, we lose these. I don't think I have Condemn. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I need to cast a spell next turn. I guess they also can just sacrifice food to gain life. I don't think I have a chance. Man, these games have been pretty frustrating in that, like, basically both games, I felt like I had a chance at winning. And, like, just because of the way my opponent, like, how slow they're playing, like, that period of time where there's a chance that I could win lasts for a really long time. So it feels like I'm winning for a while, and then I just die. Which is unfortunate. Like, they probably have some Planeswalker, and I'm just going to lose to that too. Yikes. That's about as good as you can ask for of a draw for mono green. I guess, like, Natural Order, Craterhoof can happen faster, but... Wall of Roots. Yeah, and I didn't draw. Didn't draw the thing I needed, but, you know, they could skip through combat. Who knows? But the thing here is, like, they just make a food, and then sack 2 foods to gain life on their next turn. Chump with the Goose also works. Yeah, and then we're down to no permanents. I think Baneslayer in general is actually really good against mono green. Aside from the Eldrazi, I think I'm pretty happy with how it would have played out. Like, even if they Terrastodon me, I at least have Baneslayer and that can just attack in the air and kill them. And they have Nissa. Alright, I'm just going to concede. Sweet deck, sweet draws. I don't think I ever saw my own Nissa. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the deck, despite how unfrequently Sol Ring showed up. How do I get to the deck? I think, like, when Sol Ring showed up, it was absurd. The big mana plays were fun. Elish Norn, I think I continuously underrate her. She's actually very good, especially in, like, matchups, like, against creatures. It was a fun deck. You just play big things and win. Never saw Nissa, never really saw Emrakul or Craterhoof, but otherwise I think the deck was awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.